Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? Today I'm going to talk about why you, yes you, should start your own YouTube channel in 2025 or whatever year you happen to be watching this wonderful video in. And if you already have a YouTube channel and you've put it down, why you should pick it back up again. So to do this, I'm going to share my own experience. So strap in, get ready, and it'll be story time. But this is the real deal. This is what's really happened to me. So I've had a YouTube channel for 14 years. In January 2011, let's see what happened.
Hi kids, this is Ivan, and this is my first ever YouTube video.
Okay, shut up, Ivan. But yeah, wait, come on, shut up, Ivan. So what happened was I was watching YouTube back in 2011. Somebody, and some years prior, somebody said something that I disagreed with, and they're just in their room making this video with, nothing fancy. And I said, you know what? I could make a rebuttal video. So I did. I made this video and it went viral, which does not mean what you think it means. I made a video about a very niche part of a niche hobby, and it struck a chord with this group of people. And I got something like 200 or 300 views in a couple days. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And people subscribed to my channel. Double, you got to be kidding with me. And then people started saying, make more videos, Ivan. So I thought about it. So, okay, I'll make some more videos. I've got stuff to say on this subject. And the first thing it started doing for me right off the bat, other than giving me some kind of sense of purpose, well, I can do this now, is I started to question my beliefs. I couldn't just say things without taking the time to run the numbers in this case and look at the facts. And I remember vividly this one time where I was talking about this one mechanic used in Dungeons and Dragons, and I thought to myself, well, how would I do this? And I ran all the numbers and I came up with this figure, and lo and behold, it was actually the same as what Wizards of the Coast, which made Dungeons and Dragons, had come up with, and which did not happen very often that we came to the same conclusion, but I understood why they did that. I was like, wow, this actually makes sense. I started to develop a little bit of community, but mostly what I was doing at this point was I was really getting back into my critical thinking skills and questioning my beliefs before saying something, and getting some feedback. And I started to engage in a conversation and coming out of my shell, because I was really in my shell at that point. I also got monetized in January 2012. So after a year, they said, hey, you qualify for monetization. Do you want to be monetized? I said, heck yeah, because I was broke and I would have monetized anything at that point. Didn't actually get any money from them at that point. In July 2012, I disappeared. I vanished off of YouTube. I stopped making videos because at that point I was cleaning up, and I, really couldn't even have the money to have an internet connection at that point. So I kind of vanished. And I returned to making videos. I'd cleaned my life up. I, got involved in recovery in August of 2015. So 3 years later, I make this video. And one of the first things that happens, which really surprised me, is people remembered me. I don't know how many subscribers I had at that point, but people were like, wow, I never thought I'd see you again, and it's great to see you back, which was really kind of interesting. There was this community that was still there that I had started to build. And even though I'd put the channel down for 3 years, it reappeared. I started to meet people, more people that I developed actual relationships with, because we started commenting on each other's videos. I started to find my people in that hobby that thought the same way I did, or at least that would challenge my thinking, that I could have intelligent discourse with, which really had never happened before. Some on forums, but I found it had more of this global reach. And we could have intelligent discourse because it wasn't just typing through, computer and via text. It was actual, not quite face-to-face conversation. I got my first check ever in 2016, and then my second check in 2017. Wow. Every $100 they'll send you a check, or they'll deposit into your account. And then the unthinkable happened. In January of 2018, I got unmonetized, because at that point YouTube had changed the deal. And you had to have 4,000 hours of view time and 1,000 subscribers. And I had 6,000 hours of view time and 820 subscribers. But in June, I got remonetized. I hit 1,000 subscribers. So hooray. And I don't bear any malice towards YouTube. They're hosting all this stuff for nothing. So pretty cool stuff. And, over time, I put the channel up and down, That was all in 2018, I said. Yeah, 2018. Yeah, 2018, I got unmonetized and remonetized. So since then, I've had times where I made a bunch of videos. I had one year where I think I made a video every single day just to see if I could. and other years where I kind of put the channel down and I made videos for RPG a day. Or I started putting up some other videos about bass guitar stuff. And over this last year, I didn't make too many videos, and I started again in full force. And, you know, which is fine. You can put the channel down and pick it back up again. I think right now, as of this moment, I have like 2,303 subscribers, something like that. So not a ton. I probably made, $1,300 with the channel over this amount of time. So it's given me some kind of income. But at this point, I'm also looking at it, it's like, hey, well, maybe I could actually make some more money with this if I do it a little more consistently and a little more intelligently, while remaining authentic. Because one of the things that I've learned lately is there is this great demand for authentic YouTube channels. Because, I don't know, but if you're like me, the ones where maybe it's just because I'm old, or I'm seasoned, where the scene changes every 3 seconds and it's pop, 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 and the guy's like, hey, that just turns me right off. But authenticity, I really enjoy. I could take videos down from years ago that are embarrassing because I don't think that way anymore. They're embarrassing for other reasons. However, I choose to leave them up because it's this great record of my evolution in my thinking in some areas and some hobbies or interests of mine, and also my evolution as a person. So I leave them up because I think that's actually very interesting documentation. So what have I been able to do? I've been able to find my people in some areas. I've been able to use more critical thinking skills. I've been able to question my beliefs and challenge them, sometimes in discourse with other people, and sometimes because before I say this, I better check this out. And I've learned some more things that have changed my thinking. So I've been more communicative with people. Sometimes even just making this video where it's not a direct conversation still helps. Sometimes getting those comments back, I've built a larger community of people, and like I said, I've developed these real friendships. And also, there's these times when you find out that you've actually touched somebody in some way, where you've connected with them, where you have caused them to change their thinking, you've been inspirational, you've done something for them. And I've had those comments, and then I've had those comments where it says your head looks like a potato, which are also hilarious. Who cares? It's probably my best comment ever. You get the idea. So it's been a real cool journey, and I'd like to continue on it. And so even if you have a channel that you put down, pick it back up, start doing stuff. People will remember you, believe it or not. And if you haven't started one, go start one. It's a hell of a journey.